Hello and welcome back, YouTube community. I don't know about you, but if you've ever, for me, I'm gonna speak for myself. I just tried something, I didn't like it, and I'm not gonna do it again, and that is trying to do a voiceover on one of our Let's Play hardcore Diablo 2 episodes. So I'd love to get your feedback, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm not doing that. That ain't my jam. I like playing with you guys. I like having you here with me while I'm playing. There's too much cool and fun stuff that's going on, and especially in these lower areas, at least for the style that we're playing, which is Let's Play Diablo 2 hardcore. It's just not I don't want to do 1,000 runs and do a compilation of the best finds that I find during that during that run. And I think that Diablo is going to the gods of Diablo, or the devils, however you may, you know, however you may classify those angels. I think that they're going to reward me for sticking to my values, and that is playing with you while you're here, not trying to make some overproduced, you know, nonsense out of it. Here's where we are right now. We are in the process of trying to find trying to find a bunch of soldiers that have gotten themselves into a pickle out in the frigid highlands. We are doing this, as I mentioned, players 8 hardcore, and that means that the monsters are quite a bit harder. They think there's 8 of us in this round, and on top of all of that, if I die, that's it. This one's every game is for all the marbles. All kits and caboodles are all included. Yeah, death is all inclusive here, right? So that is a game over. This Sharptooth is certainly running away from us. I'm not 100% sure why. Oh, I know why. Because he knows he's about to die. Okay, cool. Doing good. Moving ahead. We're gonna rush here and push and get to where we are freeing. I think we'll be able to free Anya tonight or today. Tonight, today, however you're looking at it, that's I'll look at it the same way. Oh, that's fun. You imagine being a necromancer using zeal on that. These low-level rings can actually turn into something cool. You can find a fortuitous ring of luck that can be up to 40% magic find, so that's pretty legit. Right now I have a fortuitous ring of um, chance, which is 25% better magic find, so that is on point. Not a bad drop for old Hammerdins early on in the game. I'll probably be wearing that ring for a while. I've decided that I'm going to do this until I beat the entire game with all character classes on hardcore. So I'm in it for the long haul. If you're into watching somebody else play in that Let's Play format because you're doing whatever, maybe you're listening to me while you're doing homework, or you're, you know, on a treadmill, or for whatever reason you are unable to play this game yourself, and you enjoy just watching my characters die, well, hot diggity. I am in it for the long haul, and I'm looking forward to sharing what that success looks like. That circlet will be pretty cool. 2 open socket circlet. Oh, here we go. We're all the way now to IBAC. We don't want to go too far. Ooh, but it takes dying. See, it takes that required strength of 70, and that just is not worth it to me. Let's see if this falchion... Nope. Okay, cool. We're going to go back and we're going to find those soldiers. No soldiers left behind on my watch. They're probably not too far back. Those guys are pretty cool though. Whenever they stop in the ground and the earth shakes. Where are you guys? My boots are pretty cool right now too because they have a chance of casting Frost Nova whenever I'm struck. So that one has saved my life a couple of times. Look at this guy, he's trying to save his friends. Alright, we got 5 more to go. We are almost caught up to where we were whenever I reset. I had a character that had just saved Anya, and when I had created them, they weren't set up as a hardcore character, so I kept saying that if I died, then I wasn't going to bring them back to life, but I could sense the skepticism. So, here we are. We have a hardcore... That's pretty cool. I'm going to hang on to that for a lower level barbarian or some other melee character class that could use a little extra poison damage. Maybe we'll do a Javazon or so. I had just done 10 speed runs in our last episode. That was the one that I am really not thrilled about, as far as just really the format of the recording. So if you watched that, awesome. If you didn't watch that, I understand. It didn't feel as connected, you know. At least it didn't for me. Anyway, so in those 10 runs, I did find a +1 to Javazon gloves, so that'll be the item that they're using. I even think that it had a skill charge to it, like weaken or something like that. So we're gonna be whenever we start working on that Javazon, that'll be the gloves that she is equipped with, and I'm sure she's going to be quite thrilled that we're already thinking about her before she comes. Ooh, a kite shield. Maybe that's 3 open socket. I don't know if my strength is quite enough yet for that kite shield. We'll find out. Yep. Nope. Still looking for a paladin shield that has that those 3 open sockets so that we can put Ancient's Pledge rune word into it. We'll get those runes as soon as we go back to talk to Kolkek. That is the reward for completing the rescue the frigid, or rescue the soldiers and this quest, whatever it is, quest 2, rescue on Mount Ariat. All right, we're to the Ariat Plateau, looking for the waypoint here. We'll never visit this waypoint again, but you know what? We're going to get it just because that has been our goal all the way along. Ooh, there's a crown shield. Dang. My guy's strength is really not very high. It's 48, and that's because we're putting all of our points into vitality. I do have some excess points right now that we could go ahead and allocate to strength so we don't have to do it later, and I may wind up doing that, but I just haven't found a piece of equipment yet that has convinced me that I should do that, right? So there's things you could do and there's things that you should do, and I'm stingy with those character points, especially because I've already respec'd this character, so we're not going to get another chance to you know, reallocate stat points until we defeat the not River of Flame, but the Den of Evil in Nightmare difficulty. So that's a little bit of a ways away. Ran out of mana potions. Let's go restock and make sure that that doesn't happen. Yeah. Oh, she wants to talk to me about bringing Anya back home. Don't worry, man, Mala. I'll get your Anya. But first, I need to get my waypoint, right? There we go. Come on. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna spend all my mana trying to aim those hammers and destroy that door. There we go. I like picking up those javelins, those war javelins, because in addition to them being cool, cool throwing weapons, you can also get them with war cries. That one didn't get war cries. Speaking of war cries, I also got in that 10 runs that I did in my miserable experience of recording for you guys. I did get a war cries throwing knife, so don't discredit the throwing knives quite yet. Okay, take that guy down. Dang. Nope. Alright. So even with this being on player 8 difficulty, you don't get very good drops. You do need them to help you get through the axe, but it isn't until about Nightmare that we start getting stuff that could potentially be end game worthy gear. So just manage your expectations until we get there. That's the thing with hardcore characters is, you know, you gotta get there to get there, as they say. All right, we are not finding that waypoint, and I really want to, so that we can move on to the next area. And get into the Crystalline Passage and see what we can do about rescuing Anya. Nope. Here, let's cluster these guys together. You don't want to push too far without stopping. Oop, that was a jewel. Maybe it's a rainbow facet. Nope. Maybe it's a 1540. Nope. Let's see. Lightning resistance, 21%. That's not too shabby. I'll take it. I'll take it. Especially when we get to the Throne of Destruction, where you have those ghosts that are just throwing lightning bolts at you. Nope. It's not there. Is it going to be all the way up? Let us see. There's one little spot there. And, you know, Diablo 2 is kind of funny where it'll put the waypoint in that one spot where you don't check, so. Alright. We're still getting pretty good experience for these clusters of monsters, so it's okay to stop every once in a while and, you know, smell the roses. But now we're getting to the point where I'm going to have to run back to town and buy more mana potions. Unless we kill a group cluster that has a bunch of them. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on, dude. No, gosh, dog, they're only giving me magic or health potions. I'm not going back to town until I find that waypoint. I keep seeing, ah, there we go. I kept seeing all those torches and I'd get excited. Uh, manage your excitement, Nelson. All right, we're gonna get our mana potions. Buy a couple extra. Put those guys away.
Impossible.
Ah, you're impossible. All right, cool. We got here we go. So we'll just check real quick. Both Blessed Aim and Vigor provide the same amount of um, boost to our attack, to our Blessed Hammers, and they are currently dealing 857 damage. So they're putting the pain on folks like Thresh Socket here, who was not expecting this from me. Okay. We may be to the point where we're starting to get skills. Yeah, +1 to traps. That's cool. We'll hang on to that. I don't want to sacrifice my my 25 magic find ring quite yet. All right, you little harpies. If you're doing this on player 1 difficulty, I recommend getting through this area before making the switch to the hammers. You'll still be at about level 20 if you're doing a straight run through. So if you're playing a Hammerdin. Oh, there we go. We found the waypoint. Now all we got to do is find where Anya is stuck in the frozen river. Whoop up on old Frozenstein. And then we'll be ready to find out what is the mystery. How did she get stuck in that ice? What is going on in Harrogath that is jeopardizing the sanctity of the fortress? Who knows? But I'm sure Hamroids will be here to help solve whatever the issue may be. Ooh, this guy's getting a little bit of frenzy going on. Do you need mana or do you want mana? That's the question. All of those champion levels, and none of them dropped anything. No items. No items dropped. Okay. There we go. Come on. Let's go find Frozenstein. Okay, let's be careful because we're pushing pretty far without stopping and thinking about here, we'll pop that evil. We're pushing pretty far without stopping and looking at how much damage all of the bad guys are doing to us right here. So I want to be cautious, but I also want to push because, you know, there's a woman trapped in ice right now, right? Like, turning back because we're bumping our knuckles isn't really an option. Somebody's life is on the line. Wouldn't that be hilarious if that's a 3 open socket buckler? Slow level items are really neat, but this one's got a normal attack speed. The other bow that I have is actually a it's a unique. It's called Rogue's Bow. I found it. I'm not 100% sure who we beat to get that one, but we found it, I think, in Act 4. Maybe it was Isual. Anyway, it's got a 50% increased attack speed on a fast attack speed already, so Um, if we do, we're gonna do. Ooh, that's a good one. Requirements minus
Impossible.
15. Cool. We're gonna do a Boazon until we respec with her to a Javazon, and we'll probably be benefiting from that increased attack speed with multiple shot, guided arrow, all of those fun things that make Boazons cool. There we go. Let's pop that. Oh, my bad, Haseen. Didn't know they were gonna spawn right on top of you, bro. There we go. Cool. Nothing there that we need for long game. Let's see what this does. Oh, yeah. They spawned right in the hammers. Alright, come on, War Scythe. Dang. Dang, that would have been really cool if it was 4 open socket because it was ethereal too. I don't know if ethereal can happen yet. There's a heraldic shield. That didn't. Not worth the socket quest quite yet, guys. We're gonna get to where we got cows happening pretty easily. Nope, that's not them. So your first character, whenever you're doing multiple characters, is always the hardest one to push, right? But then the rest of the characters happen in pretty quick order after that because you have somebody that is championing the level of gear that you're finding. So we're gonna make a whole series out of this, and I think that you guys are gonna be pleasantly surprised about what the progression looks like for multiple characters whenever you have a whenever you're playing multiple characters. I'm really excited about sharing that format of the game for you. That's one of my favorite things about this game. At least for single player offline. For online, you get some friends. Yes, Millibregas is great. I think that's +1 to all paladin skills, which may actually be better than our +3 to concentration aura that we currently working with. Let's see, is there anything that we can scrap? Let's see. Dang, that's even good. Alright, let's see that. Grand Charm, scrapped. Cyverb's Cudgel. Alright. But that, look at that. 8 to 79. Maybe we'll do this here. Let me see if that does anything for smite damage. No. Okay. Cool. Taking this all back. Take that. Alright, we're going to save Anya real quick. I know Nilithok did it to you. What a jerk! Put you in ice. Can't believe he would do such a thing. What a snake. You're right, Mala. Look, this is my favorite. I save her. She opens up a town portal. And then I'm going to walk through the town portal with her. Oh, hey, Anya, don't. Wait. Please, don't. Ah. You do all that work to save her, and that lady does not even hold the door for you to come back through. Well, shoot. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do a little bit of liquidation. You bet. Don't mention it. Don't mention it. I am, of course, here to save everything. Alright, that gave me +5 to all resistances, so that's pretty cool. We're going to keep that. 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 Keeping it all. Cool. Starting to get the goods. I'm sure she's going to give me a shield. She's either going to give me a shield or she's going to give me a weapon. So, let's see. This soundtrack always reminds me, this area of the soundtrack always reminds me of like a band concert. go put this in the shared stash. Let's go ahead and put the stuff in the shared stash that's going to be for other characters. Alright. Are you? Yeah. If you're not quite comfortable with the heraldic cube like that quite yet, I use the control and then left click, and that's how I'm getting stuff to jump around so nice and easily. Put those guys where they belong. Here, here, here. Oh, got ourselves this. It's almost to the point where I need to hold on to those chipped gems. Would you look at that? I've got all those rings that I didn't identify from my run with Shank. So let's check those out. You bet. He gave me Ral, Ort, and Tam. Tau, Ral, and Ort. I'll say it that way. Here we go. Let's see what old Shank had dropped for us. Half freeze duration. That's pretty cool to sell. That's pretty cool to sell. That's pretty cool to sell. And to sell. And then those 3 runes that we got from Shank runs. We're going to go ahead and drop this here. I may move all of those runes to shared inventory just in case Hammerdin dies, but I'm not too worried about it quite yet. Alright, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us. If this is your first time, thank you. Welcome. If you stuck through the entire video, I appreciate you so much, and I would really love to see you like and subscribe and give me some feedback. We actually have a couple of cool things that we got going on right now. Naming rights for the next character. If you have a better name than Rumpelstiltskin, please contribute it to make a comment on this video with what name you would like to see on that next character, and if you're watching this in real time, I'll make sure that that is the next name on the character, but Rumpelstiltskin is currently the name to go. Like us, ring that bell, all of that fun stuff, and I will see y'all in the next round where we go into Nilithok's lair and talk to Anya and get whatever our item is going to be for the completion of this quest. All right, good deal. Well, I'll see y'all there.